You are listening to the Andrew and Troy Show.
Andrew, his America's Got Talent audition video has gone viral around the world, and he's joining us on the phone to talk about it. Please join me in welcoming the delightful Scott Heinemann. Scott, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'll give a big Australian hello. I'll say hello.
You can say, g'day, mate.
Good day, mate. How are you?
Beautiful,
Good.
beautiful. Now, Scott, your audition from America's Got Talent has like I said in the opening, has gone viral. You are a bearded drag queen comedian.
You got it.
Is that what we're billing you as?
Yeah, bearded lady, bearded drag queen, comedian, human being that's prettier than you. Any of those are going to work.
Sorry, human. Yes, sorry. I keep forgetting drag queens are humans too. Now, what inspired the beard? Is it based off Conchita Wurst, the 2014 winner of Eurovision, or is it
Eurovision.
just laziness?
Well, she's... I'm going to chalk it up to laziness, but when there's a drag queen in America, in San Francisco, her name is Grace Towers, and she was the first bearded drag queen I ever saw. And I was like, she's taken laziness and made it beautiful, and that's what I'm going to do.
Beautiful. I think it's a really interesting look. And I don't know if this says anything about me or possibly it says a lot about me. I think it's kind of hot, the long hair and the beard.
Yeah, I love long hair. Like, I started balding when I was 20 years old, and it was the most devastating thing that ever happened to me. So I was like, well, now I have to be a drag queen because I need an excuse to wear a wig to cover up my bald spot.
Now, I do have to ask, drag makeup and a beard can't be easy. Andrew, my co-host here, he's got a beard here, and he doesn't wear makeup because of the whole blending of foundation.
It's hard to do.
And with a beard, how do you do that?
You just I just focus on the eyes, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't contour or anything like that. I put a little blush or highlight, but I just focus on the eyes and let the beard do the rest.
Hey, you've got pink eyebrows.
Is that...
I have pink eyebrows.
Yeah. What sort of inspired you to do pink eyebrows?
Do you know who Jeffree Star is?
Yes.
He's like a makeup artist. He was like the first MySpace celebrity back in the day.
Yeah.
And I would just come home after school and get on MySpace and stare at him and be like, one day I'm gonna have pink eyebrows just like Jeffree Star.
Is it permanent, or is it just like a daily sort of application?
No, I'll bleach them and then dye them pink, but now it's faded, so now I look like escaped an insane asylum. So I'll have to go over it every day with lip liner.
Lip liner! Wow. And let's talk about
lip liner. Yeah.
Wow. I'm not one to wear makeup, so this is all new for me. Let's talk about your audition on America's Got Talent. I think they're up to season 10. Yeah. What are the judges like?
They're so nice. I was so nervous for the judges, because you never know, what celebrities are going to be like in the real world. And at first, it's kind of like you feel like you're watching the world's biggest IMAX theater, but you're like, oh my God, this is actually life. It's actually happening in front of my face. They were all so sweet and so personable, and that's what was great about it. Was it felt like you were just talking to friends, having dinner or something.
Okay. Because you had Heidi Klum and Mel B in front of you. There's some pretty serious big-name celebrities. I think I'd probably wet my pants standing on that stage.
I'm never nervous about girls. I'm never nervous about dealing with girls because I can just be fabulous. And girls oh my God, he's great. They don't care. But it was the boys. It was Howard and Howie that I was like, I need to win them over.
Yeah, and Howard Stern, being a huge radio celebrity in America, I'm sure he'd incite fear in many of the contestants, especially with his history.
Well, and he's done crazy stuff on his show, so he has met wacky people, and he's met, I'm sure, umpteenth a million drag queens. So I just didn't want to be another drag queen. I wanted to come out there with something different, and like he said, the material was strong. So regardless if I was in a dress or pants, it would have been funny.
Yeah, and then, so you're on stage doing comedy. How did you get into comedy?
I used to work on a cruise ship that was actually ported out of Sydney, Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And Yeah, it was the Royal Caribbean, and we reported right there. And part of our duties was like karaoke, trivia, bingo. And bingo takes forever because the old people like have to like adjust their glasses and find out where the numbers are and stuff. So between like the balls, I would like just start doing jokes or telling stories of my life, and then people started coming to bingo not for bingo but to like hear what I had to say. So I was like, I think I have something here.
And were you doing that in drag or just as boy you?
No, I was just doing it as some boring old boy.
Now we put to Twitter
Yes.
To ask to see if anyone had any questions for you.
Yes.
One of your fans has asked us a question.
Yes, he wants to know, are you single?
Yes, and the only reason I did the show, really, is so I could get a boyfriend. Because
So it's not for the $1 million prize money.
I don't care about the $1 million prize. A boyfriend is worth way more than that because I'm 25 years old and I've never been in a relationship, and it's like starting to piss me off.
So what are we looking for in a man?
Somebody who has a job, who's responsible and mature, because I have none of those things, so I need someone to teach me.
Fair. Well, do you have a day job? You deliver pizza? Is that right?
Yeah. The pizza's not so much right now because college is out for the summer. In America, it's summer, so college is out. So there's nobody ordering pizza. So I just work like at a retail job.
Okay. Doing what do you do in the retail job?
Folding T-shirts and picking up people's trash because they're being crazy.
Beautiful. And are people recognizing you in the stores now, or since the audition?
Yeah, some people are just like, why is there a man with pink eyebrows? I'm like, excuse me, I'm a star, so you need to, buy that T-shirt or leave.
Yeah. and I see on the internet that a little kid did your routine for YouTube or Facebook or something.
Yeah, isn't that so sweet? He's a little boy. He lives in Murray, Kentucky, and he, I guess, was watching the episode and saw my act and thought it was great. So he got in his mom's clothes and redid it. And if I can inspire somebody to like get up and be themselves, then I think that's worth way more than $1 million.
Oh,
I agree with you there.
Especially a young kid, and especially his parents as well,
Yeah,
being very accepting.
Props to the parents. Yeah, props to the parents. That kid was like, he's 9 years old. He was like, Mom, I want to put on your clothes and do God's act. And she was like, well, let's do it. She's so supportive. I love it.
There needs to be more cool parents out there.
There's actually a little girl in Anchorage, Alaska. She sent me a picture. She put her mom put a beard with brown makeup and did her eyebrows pink, and they went around applying to different pizza places in Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
And she's 8 years old. Yeah, and she's 8 years old, and she was like, I love it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm making all these little girls have beards. I'm sending them all through puberty so fast.
Now you've done the audition. You succeeded. All the judges love you. What's next for the show?
Well, the top 80 will go to round 2, and it's Judges Week, and there's going to be celebrity special guest judges. I think we have Piers Morgan, Michael Bublé, and 2 others that I'm sure are just as famous and fabulous. And they'll out of that 80, they'll cut half of it and take the top 40 to Radio City for the live shows when America can vote.
Now, do you have a new routine?
I'm working on it, yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't know, cause most of my routine is dark and darkness and about being adopted and growing up gay in the South and that kind of thing. So I don't always want to be this Debbie Downer, depressing person. Trying to think of fun things in my life that I can make fun of, but so far there's nothing I can think of.
Now, what we do with all of our interviews is we play a little game.
Yes.
It's called the 4.5 questions, where we ask you 4.5 quick questions, and you just answer the first thing that comes to mind. Mm-hmm. Question number 1.
Okay.
Your favorite joke?
My favorite joke is a lot of people are really into this anti-bully movement, but I think America needs bullies. Without them, I would have had no friends growing up.
Beautiful. Question number 2. Tell us something about yourself that you've never revealed publicly before.
I'm not a natural blonde.
Oh, shock horror. what color are you?
Scandal.
Scandal.
What?
Heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. No, what color are you naturally?
I'm a ginger.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Number 3. The worst thing that's happened to you while delivering pizza.
People don't tip in America. They give me like a couple pennies, and they'll go say, "Here's the lucky penny. Go make a wish." I'm like, "I am going to make a wish," and then you're going to wake up dead.
So you've had, we actually spoke about this a couple of weeks ago on the show.
Yeah.
With pizza delivery, and you know the stereotypical porn story that involves the pizza delivery boy. That's never happened to you?
No, and most of the people I deliver to are not somebody I would want that to be in a situation with like that. But I'll tell you what, because most of the people I deliver to are in college, and they're like young college guys, and they're really high. And you know, they get the munchies if they order the pizza, and I'll show up with the pink eyebrows, and they'll open the door, and they'll be like, "Dude, we got to stop smoking this stuff right now."
Fantastic.
So I think I've sobered up like half of the American college students in America. So you're welcome, America, for sobering up our youth.
Exactly. Well done. Kudos to you. Question number 4. What was your favorite toy as a child?
Betty Spaghetti.
What's a Betty Spaghetti?
Have you heard about Betty Spaghetti?
No.
It's a doll. That's the theme song for it. Okay, well, that's the theme song. It's a doll, and her hair is like colored noodles, like spaghetti noodles, and you can like twist them and take them off and cut them and like do her hair. And my sister didn't want one, but I wanted one, but my mom wasn't going to buy it for me. So I had to bribe Jill, my sister, to tell Santa to get her a Betty Spaghetti, and I would ask Santa for something for her to have from me.
Fantastic. And the half question. Do you?
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah, it was just a half a question.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's great. It was a surprise. I love surprises.
Anyway, well, okay, beautiful. There you have it. Scott Hireman, drag bearded lady comedian here on the Andrew and Troy show. Thank you so much for chatting with us this morning, and good luck in the in the judges round that's coming up shortly. We'll be watching closely to see how you go, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the show.
Talk to you guys